I have Jess and Tater from 10 Years. Hi, guys.
Hello.
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 And so, have you guys actually played today already?
No. I don't think so. I've been drinking all day.
We don't play till later, like 8:20 or something, so we just get to run around and be fans of music all day, so it's pretty cool.
Well, then have you been getting to the shows like at 11, or are you showing up in the afternoon?
It depends how hungover we are, but usually today we got here like 1.
I try to get here as early as possible to really experience everything, because I don't know how the fans take all this in one day. There's so much to see. You have to plan it out, so we try to catch new stuff every day.
There's 14 stages, so it's kind of hard to get everyone in, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
A lot, yeah.
We've managed to catch a ton of them. We have walked probably 30 miles from stage to stage to stage in the last however many days we've done it.
It's well worth it, though.
And the Soundwave shows, we've been going and watching Glassjaw, which is like one of our favorite bands, with Dillinger Escape Plan and Darren Gray. Like every day off we have.
Yeah, there's so many good bands playing.
Is this your first like Soundwave or big festival in Australia?
It's the first, Soundwave.
We did one years ago with Disturbed, Korn, and Hatebreed, and that was a lot of fun and big shows, but
it wasn't Soundwave. It was a different thing.
It was fun and it was great. We even did a little headliner in like a little club on a bar, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Australia rocks. I'm moving here.
Well, I'm sure people won't complain about that if you did decide to, but somehow I don't think that's going to happen. You guys have got a pretty busy touring schedule back home, don't you?
Yeah,
we're in the middle of an acoustic tour right now, so the first time we played electric in a month was here, so it was a lot of fun actually to get back up and rock.
Yeah.
You have released an acoustic album. Why the decision to do that now?
Well, it was sort of an accident. We did a thing in our hometown of Knoxville, Tennessee, and we did like an evening with, so we opened up for ourselves, and the first half was acoustic, and we had like violin and stand-up bass and a whole string set of instruments, and we just decided to record it because we've never done that before. And then when we listened back to it, it sounded really, really good, and we haven't released a live acoustic like that, so we just decided to do it, and it turned out great.
Yeah, take it. Let's go do acoustic tour. Okay, we've never done that. Well, let's practice a bunch.
Yeah.
And figure it out about 2 weeks into it and get good at it. You know, just like we do. We don't really practice ever, so.
Well, it must be a totally different vibe at the show when you are doing acoustics. So, how are you enjoying it?
It's great. At first, we were terrified.
Scariest moments of my entire life.
But it turned out to just really like be a breath of fresh air. We've been touring for a career now, off and on, for almost 9-10 years, and
no pun intended.
This is the first time we've done a full-fledged acoustic tour, and the fans have really supported it and come out, and we really surprised ourselves with how much we put it together and made it sound good. So it's much better than we expected.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys said you were actually really nervous about performing acoustic, but isn't that how you write? Isn't that how you start off, by doing it acoustically? And why is it so unnerving to do it on stage?
Because you can't hide behind electric guitars and drums. Like it's easy to start off writing that way amongst each other as band members, but you can hear all the that's the beginning. You're sort of framing the songs up, but like to play them in front of a crowd, you have to make sure that you're on, because it's very honest and you can't hide mistakes.
You can't hide behind loud guitars, loud drums. Just the loudness is something to be said. There's definitely a comfort in that, especially me as a guitar player. If you kind of slop notes up a little bit on an electric, it's not really that noticeable as long as you're close. On an acoustic, if you even look at the guitar wrong, it sounds bad. So, you know.
Ooh, does your drummer play a role in the acoustics?
Oh yeah, the drummer out with us, he didn't tell us that he was really, really good at piano and keyboards, so we integrated that into the acoustic set, and it stepped it up a whole another level.
Yeah, because the musicians we have with us now they're basically hired guns, and they're all super duper talented guys.
Yeah, we sort of stole them from other bands that played with us.
Yeah, right. We stole our guitar player Chad from Alien and the Sons of Disasters, a great band. We stole our bass player Ryan, what we call him bass, from the band called Fair to Midland, who had toured over here with Dead Letter Circus. Yeah, and then Kyle was in another band, but he had moved to LA to go to music school basically, and we found him. And we found him through mutual friends at the bar.
Yeah,
and he came and tried out, and he actually went out with us during the Feeding the Wolves tour and played drums, and was the only guy who could play it like the record.
Yeah,
and he does.
I'm not sure if I actually asked you when I spoke to you, but why the name 10 Years?
Oh, if we told you that, we'd have to kill you, so we can't do that.
it's supposed to be a riddle.
Yeah, I don't know. We always say, what does it mean to you? There's usually a lot of people relate it to their own stories and struggles. It was a song we were originally working on, but
and
it was a cool name, and it turned into a bunch of different meanings for different people.
Yeah, we found in the very beginning of our career, we made it like, oh, it's this big mystery, and really all it was letting other people take it and apply it to their lives, because I mean, a decade is 10 years, and like in that time you always change from your teens to 20s to 30s to 40s. It's a big, it's the periods of life you go through.
And in the world of instant gratification where everybody wants to know everything, we wanted to keep something just for ourselves, and that's what we did.
So then, as you said, I think it is 9 years you've been going now, and you are called 10 Years, so instead of like disbanding next year, you're actually looking at maybe morphing, which you've already started to do with the acoustic stuff anyway.
Oh, for sure. Well, the band has changed a lot since the very beginning too. Like, me and Jesse are the only original members left of the band that tour and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely a lot of back and forth, and you gotta, in the entertainment business, it can be a dog-eat-dog world out there, so you just try to always remember why you do it, for the love of doing it, and keep going. And we're still here because we really love doing it.
So do you guys have any time off in Australia at all, or are you straight back to touring when you finished with Soundwave?
We were supposed to do some Sidewave shows, but we were when STP canceled, it sort of ditched us out of the Sidewave shows because we were supposed to play with them. And
I gave Jerry Cantrell a hard time because it was supposed to be STP, Alice in Chains, in 10 years on Sidewave shows. So Jerry was walking back after stage, was like, I just want to let you know the 19-year-old or 15 to 25-year-old was devastated when STP dropped off and we didn't get to do anything. And he's like, well, let's do something. I said, sure, take us on tour. We're cheap. We're real cheap.
But what that did is it allowed us to have, like, over, I think, 2 days off in Sydney. We had 4 days off total in Australia, so we got to really be tourists in a sense and go to the beach and really go out on the ferry. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Yeah.
So did you go to Bondi Beach?
We went to Manly Beach. Yeah, we didn't get we haven't had much time off in Melbourne. We had time off in Sydney.
Yeah, we walked around. We're totally tourists, so it's been great.
Soaking it all in.
Yeah.
So how have your shows been going? Because you are on reasonably late, so there's a good crowd here when you get on. So you've been drawing a really good crowd, and everyone been receptive?
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised that they are able to endure this many bands for this many hours. I was like, oh, we're on so late, by the end of it, everybody's going to be done. But yeah, they've come out, and it's crazy that we haven't been here since 2007, I think, and they know the songs, they know the lyrics, which is really cool.
If you think about it, we're playing like Green Day's playing, Mastodon's playing, Dillinger Escape plans. There's like so many other bands, so the fact that anybody is out there is just flattering. And then we play right before in Living Color, which are like one of the best sounding bands I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. And so we get a lot of traffic, like at the end of our set, for everybody coming to see them. So it's been a great experience, and I'm going to ask our booking agent if we can do it every single year.
You've not only been drawing your own crowd, but you've been exposing yourself to a new crowd at the end of your set.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, is to try to win over new fans, of course. So like when you get the chance, you have to take that opportunity.
When can we expect another electronic album? I know you don't do a plugged-in album from you guys.
Well, we got to write it first, so
yeah, we
move quick.
Yeah, we're touring up until April, and then April we're taking quite a bit of time off to start writing.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting married, but then
he's getting married, and then we're writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. have you seen any of the Australian bands on Soundwave?
Maybe a few here, not the ones that I know well. Like I listen to a lot of Australian bands, but they're not on this particular bill. Like Carnival and Dead Letter Circus and 12 Foot
we hung out with
Ninja.
the singer of Dead Letter, got him drunk.
Yeah, he came out to Brisbane, and he was saying it was his bachelor party, and he got so drunk that we probably shouldn't say this because we're exposing him. But he celebrated by himself. He got pretty much. By the time we got off stage, he'd left to put himself to bed.
It was funny. And actually today they sent his manager over and he sent us a bottle of vodka that he drank, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's Kim.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He's a sweetheart. He had us cracking up in the dressing room. He's a riot.
So then can we expect to see a 10 Years in Dead Letter Circus tour soon?
We're working on it right now.
Definitely what we're trying to work on. Hopefully in the future that should be coming to you.
I think it definitely will happen. It's just getting everything coordinated.
Timing.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I look forward to that. Thank you very much for your time. Is there anything that you guys want to say to your fans?
Thank you.
Yeah, here in Australia, we like to thank everyone that knows who we are, and we appreciate it. And hopefully, you'll have us back.
Thank you guys for keeping rock music going. It's still going strong.
Much stronger than in the States.
Well, thank you for keeping it going too and for feeding it to us, because we've got, like you said, an appetite for it. So, and I hope to see you back on Soundwave in a couple of years, because, or maybe next year you'll be on Vans Warped. Who knows?
Whenever they invite us, we'll come.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll look out for you at Dead Letter Circus. And you are actually 10 Years Music on Facebook. People can find you, and that's the number 10.
Yeah.
And good luck, I suppose. 10 years up next year, so I wish you the best transformation and that you keep going strong.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.